Hello Space Engineers, Wellington6012 here, and welcome back to Escaping the Deserts and Escaping the Badlands. How's everybody doing? Hope you are good. So, yes, let's get into it. A little bit to do today. We have a hill to climb. Not figuratively speaking, we actually have this hill to climb. Right, so you find me very much where you left me last time. Well, sort of, kind of. I may look like I'm in the same spot, but I'm not quite, because, yeah, when I reloaded the game, this is the thing, using the subgrid script, when you reload the game, the parking brake's not on. So, and I haven't been mobile for quite a while, and I sort of forgot. And, yeah, so I loaded the game. It was a bit of panic as I started rolling back down the hill. But yes, we are back up where we were. And I also just did a little bit of sort of troubleshooting, because, as I said, this did seem sluggish, and I've had some suggestions in the comments about what could be the reason for it. One thing is that I feel like has made a difference is I turned off the subgrid script that was running on the rover. I think that was conflicting to have both of them going, because, yeah, this is actually the first time this has been docked ever, I think, while I've been mobile, because normally it was locked down sort of like that. Yeah, so that seems to have helped. I still haven't climbed up the hill, but yeah, that's where we are. Right, so plan for today. Plan A was to drive up, and that hasn't really worked. Bearing in mind we're not exactly on the level here, it's quite steep. Plan B is to use this leveling mechanism here, which I'm sort of 50-50 on whether it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. So I'm pretty sure it is actually loaded up in here. Yeah, so I think that's all the bits there. Front jack. Yep, okay, so that's it. Yeah, we probably don't need these anymore. But what we will do is we'll put on the parking brake, which is it's not those, is it? It's the programmable block. Run with default argument, that's right. Okay, is there anything else in here that's kind of not needed? Battery. What's menu? Oh, manufacturing. Okay. Gee, I might just... Oh, what did I just do? It was probably a good idea when I typed it in, but I think... it's not such a good idea now. So they are mostly charged. Okay. Right. So, yeah, so we got switch lock, pistons, so that'll be retract, extend, on, off. That's probably hinge lock. Yeah, must be. That must be on, off. And that's reverse. Okay, so let's just get a bit of a view. So what I want to do is reverse that. So we'll get it down to like 45 degrees. That should do. And then extend. We really want that sort of, it's probably going to be enough. We want that bottom one to be free. So these are hinges, plural, both of them. Okay, let's turn it off. Okay, that hasn't really worked. Right, think, oh look, there's in there, so lower, we just want on off. Turn that off. And then the upper, just lock on off. On off. Reverse. Actually, if we put the reverse in there, put the on off there, and let's just, yeah, get the right one. Okay. So if we turn it on, it's just interesting how the physics keeps kicking it back. Oh, that's not going right. Okay, lock that. Okay. Right. Well, I think that'll do. Let's lock it. Okay, so pistons extend, ready to turn on. I'm going to accelerate forward. I am going to turn the handbrake off and turn the piston on. 3, 2, 1, go. It's not really moving forward. In fact, we're going backwards. Oh, okay. Lock. Okay, that's not worked. Okay, let's reverse that. Okay, go forward, go forward. Okay, just try and extend that piston. Okay, it's not working. Handbrake. Oh. Okay. That hasn't worked. I do have... Oh, we're still extending. Why are we extending? Okay. Right. This could go very badly. Okay, no, it was fine. Right. Okay, that hasn't worked. I think I just didn't have enough sort of angle on it. So I'm thinking if I have it on a lower angle, but that probably means actually sort of having it further under. Okay, so plan B didn't work. Plan C, yeah, plan C. I think I'm going to go to plan D, because I've been thinking about this overnight, and it's I think so if I go with plan C, which is basically do the same thing I just did, but I'd have some sort of sliding foot on the bottom, but I'd still only have one, whereas if I can have two, I can get it to sort of shuffle up, which is what I'm thinking. And then I'm thinking of like redoing the anchor. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let's just get back down on the flat a little bit. And we'll just stop it there. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the front. So I've had this thought about just having a straight piston going down, because it's not super tall, because this mechanism is good, but I think I'm gonna try something different, because that's kind of starting to get in the way a bit. So yeah, I'll recycle all of this. Yeah, okay, right. Let's just do it. Okay, we'll grab the platform. Okay. Right. Donk. Ah. Okay. Yeah, right. Let me grind this down. I'll just be a sec. Alright. Let's just get back into that. Okay, so that's all clean and tidy. Now, what I need to do is just put this conveyor back in. Now, that's got the ejector on it, so we don't want to actually link this up. Well, we won't keep it linked up. So this, let me think. I don't actually want, so that's the center. I don't want the pistons in the center. I want the pistons off to one side because I need a gap. So let's put you into there. Just exited all that stuff into that, which is a bit annoying. Okay, so that's that. Then I think the pistons want to push down. And there'll need to be 2 pistons. So this is in thinking mode now. I tell you, I'd say this every episode, I miss my jetpack. I'm sticking with it for this series, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be an ongoing thing. Because it does just... Okay, so that's 4 high? Yeah. Just sometimes like this, situations like this, just not having a jetpack is just annoying. It just slows you down. Right. So we'll need gap of 2, and then it can drop down. Yeah. So this I couldn't really do, you know, that's been a good anchor over there, but I think that this is where we're moving to, where we've evolved. You know, I couldn't do that when I didn't know the layout of the behemoth. I couldn't do this when I didn't know the layout of the behemoth. But now that I've sort of got that layout sorted, we're in a much better position. We'll do those in a second. Okay, so piston there and another one underneath. Okay, right. So now that's that. So what I'm thinking is potentially I put a connector in here. Not now, but that could go in. So what we'll do is we'll put a corner piece, one of these corner pieces in. And just give us some options. And then I think for down the end there, we'll just go with an interior block. I think that would suffice. Okay, it's very dark. Lights, haha. Okay, so that's fine. Now we need to put on. Yeah, okay, I've got a plan. Okay, piston. Piston. Reverse. Let's go back up. Okay, yeah, we'll just park it. Okay, so there's going to be hinges that actually fold up here, so we need to keep this clear. So we need to come in from the side, and it's going to have to be steel. Can we get into the cargo? Okay, so we'll go there, and there, and there. So the landing gear is going to want to go on here. Okay, but first of all, let's just do this. Let's just grab a whole lot of steel. I have a plan, which is I didn't want to delete those beams. A little bit nervous jumping over there. Okay. Right. So bottom beam. So that will go that way. Very good. Pistons. Point oh. Nice and slow. Maybe a little bit quicker than that. Oh. Right. I should be able to keep up with that. Right, so that'll keep going down. And then where I'm standing, there'll be a landing gear. So if we went and put one of those in. Very good. Whoa. Getting there. Let's be just about there. Okay, that's that. So we do just kind of need to put one more on. And we could probably make that one of those ones. Very good. Okay, and then a landing gear on here, which lock it all down. That's a lot of steel plate to go into a landing gear. Forget how much steel plate these use. Okay, let's name you. In fact, let's do that over here. So that was landing gear number 4. So, okay. Because we can actually link it in with the... We can link it in with these. Are they in a group? They are in a group. So if we put it in the group as well, so that's good. So they are all unlocked at the moment. Auto lock off. Very good. So now, if I jump in here and put the group so now, if I lock... Oh, we're not... Oh, yes, we are. We're on the ground. It just depends what angle I'm looking at it. Okay, so if I lock this... Oh, the one on the ground didn't lock. It's just having a bit of a think about whether it wants to lock or not. There we go, it locked. Okay, because we're on pretty horrible terrain here, so... but the top one didn't lock. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Right, let's try that again. So if we do that as unlock, and put this one in as lock. Okay, so now... So that's... unlock. Okay, if we lock them... So they're both... Oh, look! The wind turbines are going. So we are now locked properly to the ground. Fantastic. Yeah, and it's whether I even put one of these at the back as well. That's what I'm thinking, is that I put one at the back. Although it's just about at its maximum, isn't it? Because it would be just good to get the weight sort of off the wheels. Yeah. Okay, I think this will do for now. But, you know, potentially... Yeah, I've got more work to do with the lifting and stabilisation of this thing. But I think that's good for what my current needs are. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, let's go down again. Now I need to work on our pushing mechanism. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. Don't actually need that. Right. So, that cargo container's upside down after I went to that. Okay, it's up that way. Right. So now what I'm thinking is, so we need to put, I'll just set up one side and then I'll duplicate it. So this, see, I can have this just not all the way down and have it rigid. So this will be a sort of better point to push off with. That's my thoughts. So we'll do that. And if we go with 2 of these setups, we can do smaller pushes, because I think that's the important thing with this sort of type of setup, is to do smaller pushes. Same with like when I'm drilling and stuff as well, you know, quite often if you're doing that sort of, you know, pushing and merging and stuff, like with my drill machine, having the smaller ones, smaller pushes. So that's fine. If we go like that, and we'll grab some steel as well. That probably wasn't enough because we're using the wrong shape. Okay. So if I go like this and like this, what I could do is, if we put you up, the other up, and put, I think, several landing gears, magnetic plates on. Oops. One there. Is that? Yeah, because the angle will be, yeah, that'll be fine. So it's kind of a little bit of a slide pad. Okay, and I'll just turn you off. That will be fine, because that's how I actually want that to stay pretty much. Just always free flowing. Turn off the auto lock. Okay, so magnetic plate, this will be port grip. We're going to call this reverse winch. Okay. So that's fine. We'll need to put those into a group. But just for now, we'll copy that. Stick it in there. Stick it in there. Okay, so that's kind of the setup. Yeah, so that will push. So this one will be off as well, like that, and it'll just push it. And I think just doing like little pushes, piston, reverse, winch, port, push. And if we just set that up like to a maximum distance of 2.5, and then if we do half a meter of push for 5 seconds and then swap, that's the plan. I think we will raise that because it'll need quite a bit of power, and that should work. So that's just going to be a straight little push there. Okay, right. So I need to build another one here, and when this stows, it will stow up that way. Like so, and that one can just stay as it is. Just make sure that that does fold up, and so we'll just need a lock and an unlock for that one for stowing. Yep, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Oh, hang on, that's... Is that going to bang into there? So that's going to be the same. Oh, okay, we might need just to make sure this doesn't retract all the way. So not completely fine. Yeah, that's okay. We can do that. We'll just have to make sure that these go, the pistons go a maximum retraction of 1.5 each. Yeah. So I'll do that now before I forget. Alright, leave this with me and I will set up the other side. I'll set this bits and pieces up on the toolbar. So this will be... Oh, we can actually speed that up as well. 0.5. Minimum distance 1.25. So that'll be one block. So that's good. Cool. Cool. Okay. Leave this with me. I'll sort all this out and then we'll give it a nudge. Give it a go. Fantastic. So that is up that way. Good morning. Well, I say morning in air quotes. It's I didn't work all night on this, but it did take a little while, so it was almost morning. But yeah, we air quotes slept for a little while, and now it's morning because I want to do this in daylight. Right. So yes, it's all set. I've obviously put some stuff around here as well, just to A, strengthen things, and B, make it look a bit better and not fall down holes. This console's probably not going to stay here, so I thought that I'd put this one in here, and that way we can use it for operating this. Now, a little bit of a hiccup, which sort of a little concerned about, is when I unlocked this, it all kind of blew up down there. One of them got blown away completely, the hinge and a couple of the pads, and that conveyor got damaged. So yeah, I might have to figure out something. Let future one to worry about that. Right, so but yeah, that's all that. I've set these up on the toolbar, so for all the different things. I think we are good. I've put sort of reference on there as to what's on each toolbar, but not accurately as to what's actually on there. So yes, that's fine. So let's get this going. And yeah, I managed to get the behemoth up here a little bit, but not as high as how it's been. But yeah. Right, so first of all, we get this one here, and if we go into this view, so the top one is the first couple are lower and lock, and then second pair are, yeah, so that's cool. Go back into here. So I haven't tried this. It's been a lot of work. Extend, and we'll get it. I think we'll get it down to about there. I think it's probably, so I can probably go a little bit further. I just don't want it to be like below the wheels. So they're pretty straight and hanging there, so actually it could probably come up a little bit. Just a smidge. Okay. Yeah, because we're actually sort of above a hole in the middle, which is not ideal. Anyway, okay, we'll lock that off. So now that's locked and fairly rigid. Now we'll go into the number 2. And... forgotten what they are already. So... the first one is reverse, on, off. Yeah, okay. So I've set it up in such a way that... actually, I'll tell you what, let's go into a spectator cam. Probably be better. Okay. F9. Right. So we need to reverse those. Okay, we're going to have to lower it a bit more. Yeah. Ooh, okay, that took a lot of effort. Now, on the third one, so the timer there, we've got these timers, and what they do is they start the starboard. So this is the port one. It'll start the starboard one in 5 seconds, and this one will lock and push, and it will unlock and retract the starboard one, and then they'll alternate. That is the plan. So with that in mind, we're going to trigger the port one, so the starboard one needs to be in its finished position, which is going to be extended and locked. And then I'll just walk you through it. We'll need to take the handbrake off, and then the port one will lock, and at the same time it will unlock the starboard, and they will both reverse pistons basically. This one goes forward, one retracts, and then 5 seconds later it'll do the opposite. So that one will lock and that one will unlock, and then they will alternate. Okay, so I'm just going to go actually back into here into creative mode so I can use the F8. Right, so let's press the timer and see what happens. See if it'll just walk its way up. So far so good. As long as those landing gears keep holding. But see, then, but they're not moving an awful lot. I think that's the key. If you were to try and fully extend the piston, it wouldn't work. But it seems to be working quite well. It seems to be working very well. It can take a while. But that's a good height there for the pistons. I mean, hey, it wasn't perfect. It took a bit to get going with the settings. I mean, if anything, shorter shuffles might even be better. But I don't think that's... I mean, there's no sign that those are clipping on anything. And it's... I mean, remember, this is not the lightest thing in the world. It's quite large. Alright, well, I think we haven't got Future Wellington, so we might just have to find a posse, and watch it climb, whether we even follow it. No, I think we go up here. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Oh dear. Oh, I can hit that. Oh, it wasn't flying. Oh, how did that happen? All right. This is, I think we're up to plan E or plan F. So I'll cut all that last bit out. Let's get moving, and then I'll explain what I did. So I think we are ready to go. These should still be programmed. Right. So handbrake off. And let's turn you on, and hopefully this works better. I think it will, because yeah, what I did was I tried taking the lower hinge off each one, and that way I thought it wouldn't sort of push up, but it's still pushed up on its tippy toes. So then I thought, actually, if I pull, then the forces will pull it down rather than trying to push it up. And already this is working a lot better. Slowly, surely. And I mean, you know, this is not good terrain that we're going over, but I think it's working. I mean, that's what I said last time. But it seems to be working. Okay, let's go into here so we can just get a camera. So yeah, pushing just was not working. It was yeah, as I say, pushing up, whereas this is pulling it towards itself. I mean, those feet seem pretty stable. They're not looking like, yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. Well, still a fair distance to go. So what I can do is, if I was to follow this, then if I put it into F9, I can probably help it along with the wheels. Or, tell you what I could do is, I tried this before, which was programmable block. Turn that off because it interferes with the wheels, and then behemoth wheels, just put them on propulsion override. And that'll just help. Go back into that camera. Okay, well, let's see how long this takes to get up. Yeah. Okay, getting to the tricky bit here. It seems to be coping though. Seems to be coping. I'll turn that programmable block back on. Yeah, it was some of those wheels were going backwards, and I don't understand why. See, if I push forwards, yeah, they're going backwards now because I put the override on, so it sort of kept moving forward. But we are just about there, just about there. Look, we're completely up in the air on that axle. Well, this has just been, it's been an engineering challenge, that's for sure. I've spent a lot of time. Now that's taken 17 minutes, I think, to get up to this point. Just trying to look at my clock. Yeah, the engineering on this build has been, as I say, very challenging for me. As I sort of, I think I talked about it last time, the episodes for this build are just taking me forever to record. I've spent all day doing this because it's just not that simple. It really isn't. It's good though, it's enjoyable, it's stretching me, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, look, we're just about up. We are just about up. I was tempted to sort of give it a go driving up the rest of the way, but I know I still had this bit up the top to get over, which, yeah, just looking how that axle is, I'm not sure that would have worked. But yeah, it is steep. I don't think the camera, especially this angle's not doing it justice of just how steep it actually is coming up there. And I think next episode we might just start off in this spot, and I'll unload the rover and we'll give that a go, and we'll just see exactly how steep the slope is and whether the rover could handle it. We are getting a little bit tall there, but it still seems to be working. Just want that front end to come down a bit. I mean, I could lower the pistons. They sort of still are working. I think we're getting over the hump. Oh, I'm glad to get up out of there, that's for sure. I don't know, yeah, if I couldn't get up, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have had to have gone all the way back over the other side to where the trading post was and head out over the sand dunes. I think that would have been my best exit. Yeah, no, this is levelling off now. This is levelling off. We're just about there. Just about there. Okay, but oh, these little slippers. It's like a little slipper shuffle. But it is working. Just get over this. See, we're still on the uphill, but we're just about there. Oh, it's going to be good. I mean, this terrain, I feel like, you know, I've gotten over with the behemoth before, and when you get a little bit of a run up on stuff and just get that constant grip, it's fine. Just this sort of terrain, yeah, as I say, just that bottom bit was the worst bit. Yeah. But this has solved it, I think. I wouldn't want to speed it up. I think given it's now 20 minutes it's taken to drag it up that hill, but I think that is just what it needs to be when it's iffy terrain like this. And of course we'll just try and avoid this type of terrain. But yeah, it's pulling out. It's just about there. Should we give it a go and just see? Oh no, those wheels are still up in the air. Oh, we'll give it a go. So if I stop, okay, so that stopped. Now if we unlock that, we're not going backwards. I'm not exactly going forwards either. Okay, now we go backwards. Okay, let's just start that up again. Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, that's just hung up. Just hung up. I knew it was tight in the middle there. Oh well, I feel like that's a good result. It's been hard work. I'm just going to have to edit like crazy to fit it all in, because it has been hours and hours. It really has. But yeah, we are just about up, and when we are up, that's where I'll call it today. Yeah, I just don't have the energy to do anything else. Oh, I think they'd come back with fresh eyes tomorrow. Yeah, so I hope you did enjoy today's episode, and can join me again next time when, as I say, I think we'll take the rover just down that slope, just have a bit of a play here, just to see what it was like. Fresh, as I say, fresh set of eyes tomorrow. I think we're pretty much on the level here. We'll give it another go to get this. And so that should be unlocked. We should still be able to slide. No, we're still going backwards. Still going backwards. It's annoying. Yeah, and so once we've done that, and then we'll head off sort of in that direction over there, sort of staying up on the plateau, but going around the far side of that mountain, I believe is going to be the best way to go. And yeah, still on the search for some ores, a large deposit of iron, and some silver would be good as well. Yeah, and we'll just continue to do stuff, like build things. Yeah. Cool. So with that, until next time, as always, stay safe out there everybody, and have a good one.